Look at that.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
How you doing?
Welcome to another episode of
Party
Party of Two.
Party of Two. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the fifth
Fifth?
episode. Thank you guys for watching, whoever has watched. Today we're gonna be we were gonna do a comparison between two local restaurants, Chico's Tacos and Fast Lane. They both, of course, if you guys are from here, El Paso, you know Chico's Tacos is known for its rolled tacos. So around the city, there's a lot of places that I wouldn't say you try to mimic them, but
imitate the style.
imitate. Speak louder, guy.
Imitate the style.
Yeah. So Fast Lane, there's this one called Fast Lane, and it's known for its cheap menu.
Very extremely.
You know, you could it's there. I guess it's quantity over quality.
Yeah, I would agree.
For sure, I like the banana split.
That's right.
The last time I had the burger with you as well, I like the burger. It's just plain burger, right? It's
alright.
You know, but I mean,
for $1, you can't complain. It was $1 burger with like really minimalistic toppings. It was just mustard
and pickles and onions. Yeah, no ketchup.
Real basic, no ketchup,
no lettuce.
You know, just wham bam, thank you, ma'am. You know.
And I mean, it's been my third time going there, and I enjoyed it. I mean, Herman, what did you think overall of your experience there?
Okay, so this is my experience, or my opinion overall. I'm just making a mess. Outstanding. So, my opinion is, for the price, you can't beat it. You know, it's decent for the price, because again, the banana split was $1. The burger was $1. Their tacos are like 6 roll tacos for like $2.99.
Yeah, and then they have regular tacos.
And 3 regular tacos for $2.99, right?
Yes.
They even have a special, guys. The special is for $3.99. I feel like I'm just promoting them. I'm just stating facts.
Yeah, in a way you are promoting them, but
unless they want to, what's it called, sponsor us? That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, so they have a meal. It's a burger. If I remember correctly, it was a burger, fries, a drink, and a sundae or a banana split for $3.99.
That's, I mean, we compared to McDonald's. If you go get cheeseburgers, because the McDouble is a little bit more expensive, right?
Like $169 now. No, it's kind of up there.
Yeah, the McDouble is up there. It's not $1 anymore.
No,
the McChicken, I think, it still sticks true to the dollar menu, but now it's called the value menu. You know, for how did that change ever happen? Has it always been a value menu? Or has it been like dollar menu before?
It changed. I would say about 5, maybe 6 years ago. It changed because, see, when I was in high school, it was still the dollar menu. Because I remember it was a dollar menu because you can get literally fries. You can get like a McDouble, fries, and a drink for $3 because it was the dollar menu. But now, you can't really get anything for $3. So, value menu now.
So,
shame.
So that was gonna be the episode today. It was going to be a comparison between the rolled tacos. Unfortunately, I had some technical difficulties, and Mr. Herman here, he did his part of picking up the Chico's Tacos. It was my thing, my duty to go pick up some.
Shame on you, Miguel. Shame on you, man.
Some Fast Lane, but hey, we had to get this rolling, and I guess this is just gonna be a mukbang.
Mukbang
style. Although it is very frowned upon. It's like, why do you want to watch people eat? Hey,
people get pleasure out of it.
Yeah. I don't know how you get pleasure out of ASMR either.
What would you say? It's the noise, maybe? The sound of someone eating?
You know what? No, I'm leaning towards more of the way I see it. If you see somebody eating, a video, let's say whoever you're watching, it makes me want to join the conversation by eating as well. You know, whatever I'm eating, you know, whatever I have in the fridge or whatever I picked up, it's kind of like you're connecting with that person or people, you know, multiple people. So that's my take on it. What about you? Do you think it's auditory pleasure?
It could be like both auditory and visual. You know, seeing a massive amount of food being eaten by someone could be stimulating for some people.
Now, is mukbang, and to you guys also, please answer this, but is mukbang all in all just like big amounts of food? Because right now, I guess, does it fall in the category of mukbang? Because I think we're just eating, you know, an order of four rolled tacos, and we're not really splurging, you know.
I would say, because the mukbang videos that I've seen have a big quantity of food.
Yeah,
you know. But maybe that's just something a style that became common. You know, because I personally don't know the definition of mukbang.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Drop it down below. What is mukbang?
Yeah, put it down in the comments, guys. You know, let us know. Does mukbang consist of like the amount of food, or is it just eating food? You know, let us know. But we should get this dressed and get going, man.
Dressed. So whoever is not from El Paso, I guess, I'm assuming, or hopefully, it's wrong to assume, but probably you guys have a restaurant that has rolled tacos. So we basically got here some tomato soup, water. And then we got some green salsa, and then we got the cheese. The ches. So, you know, you dress it to the amounts that you want. Me personally, I like the tomato water, but not a lot. And this is very watered down.
It is. And, you know, I think we should have mixed it first.
You know. Because
all the bits are at the bottom.
But I'm just going to do the heroic. And there you go. I like putting this green chile salsa on the fries.
You know, I remember a long time ago, I was with some friends, and it was hilarious because they thought that was the hottest thing they ever tried.
Really?
You know, so.
You know, for somebody that probably doesn't experiment a lot with, I'm just making a mess here also, with spicy food, it might be a little bit too spicy. You know, I do, you know, mess around with spicy food, but you know, it's still, you know, this green salsa is still pretty spicy, man.
It is great. You know what, outside of this context, great on eggs, great on a lot of things, you know, at least for me.
So I guess the whole purpose to you foodies, chicos tacos lovers, are the flautas or roll tacos supposed to be all soggy? Because I mean, there's an actual way of eating it. You're supposed to stick the fork so you don't get your hands all dirty, kind of like this.
Come on, man, you need to be a barbarian. You need to get in there with your hands, no fork.
They heard that crunch. I know they did that. Okay. So I'm a little bit too far from the camera, but
oh, you are.
Oh, it's just weird, you know. Before, when I was younger, I would hate on the fact that they called it roll tacos. I was like, just call them flautas. But technically, they are rolled tacos, you know. Of course, tacos have a little bit more meat on it, and you could put your lettuce, tomato, whatever you want on it, you know. But trying to unfold the flauta.
What is considered a flauta?
This.
That's a flauta? Not how it's dressed?
Good question.
Because if you go to Cometa, you know, they dress it with, like, you know, the sour cream, the what is it? Like the powdered cheese. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
You know, the onions, tomatoes, you know, guac. You know, they dress it up and make it look aesthetically pleasing.
Do you like cueritos?
Cueritos?
It's pig skin.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I didn't like it. My
Yeah?
friend, shout out Carlos, he started selling flautas for a while, and then part of the plate came with cueritos, pigskin, if that's the proper term. And I was like, he would serve a good amount, right? Like he wasn't shy. And dude, like, I would always be like, try it. Like, I would always judge it before even tasting it. I would see it in the jar. It didn't look appetizing in the grocery store. But as soon as I was like, brave enough to eat on that, I like it.
Yeah.
It's high in protein.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
By the way, I'm drinking some Topo Chico twist of grapefruit. I was in the search of twist of lime. I didn't have any.
I'm doing a good old fashioned H2O.
So I researched. Well, I googled if mineral water has same effects as your H2O, same hydration levels. Yeah.
They do?
Although it is recommended for people that have high levels of like heartburn. Try not to drink that before going to sleep because it might cause you to, it might interrupt your sleep because you're having heartburn or whatever. But throughout the day, it has the same levels as, as H2O. And if anybody cares to add to it, if I'm not mistaken, that's the information that I found online, and thanks to Dr. Mike on YouTube. So, what is your take? Like, because I know you were the one that got me into mineral water, seltzer water, sparkling water. Are you still doing that on a regular, or you?
Regularly, I don't drink as much of it as I used to because I just haven't gone to the store and bought it. But one of the biggest reasons I like that is because a lot of people, they want to either reduce their consumption of soda or they want to eliminate it completely, but they don't know how. And the people who enjoy it because of the carbonation, that's like a perfect way for them to like wean out of the soda,
And it also helps with, since the carbonation. I don't know if it's just because of that, but it also alleviates the craving of alcohol.
That's true.
Like to substitute alcohol and go to sparkling water or
like if you're like in a social environment and you kind of want to avoid drinking, that's a great way to like kind of trick your brain into drinking something else, or think that you're drinking beer.
No, I'm glad that you touched on this because something that I wanted to ask you. I've been reading a lot of self-help books, a lot of them mind strengthening. And to all you folks, I want to ask you guys, and also you, Herman, do you think that when it's you're at a time in which you want to either break a habit, achieve a goal, whatever it is, a change, does it all start by believing it and thinking it, and that's a good solid 50% of it all, or you need more than that?
You know what? I think you do need more than that because you actually need to physically do it.
Right.
Because we've been around people that they just have all the ideas and quote-unquote motivations to do things and then they never do anything.
Okay.
So but if you actually start doing something about it, then you're going to slowly achieve that goal, Example, a lot of people, and, you guys know who you are, have a messy room, or their house or whatever it is, but it's a mess. So if you keep thinking, oh, I'm going to clean up one day, but never do it, then, the room is still a mess. But if every day, for, 10, 15 minutes, just get up, pick up like some trash or like gather up your clothes, little by little every day, you do something here and there, eventually it's all going to be clean.
Yeah, the action behind it,
So I say it is mental, but it's also physical.
Okay. what do you think of affirmations? Waking up in the morning saying, "I'm great." I for example, you're headed to applying for a job, and you're telling yourself, "I got the job. Go and kill today, wherever I am right now. Even if I don't like this job, I'm gonna perform 110%. But I got this job. I'm gonna be hungry, humble. But this quote unquote sucky job is temporary. I got the job. Even if you still haven't heard back, do you think stuff like that? You're strong. You're awesome. It's important, or do you think that's overrated? I mean, I think it is important at a level.
To a certain degree, it is.
Or do you think it's also overrated to a certain degree?
You know, I think it is. It is important because there are times where, like, you are the only person you can rely on. You know, you are the only person that can be positive in your life. You know, some people are blessed and have positive influences coming in. But what about someone that's alone? You know, what if they're working in a new city or in a new job, or where they don't know anyone? As much as it sucks, like people that don't have friends, it's like I'm by myself, so I got to be positive and push myself through.
I believe that people that are by themselves, though, they should add trying to socialize being part of the action plan, because like you say, maybe you're by yourself, but by having and surrounding and finding people that are gonna share your same thoughts, share your same goals, and push you up is gonna take you to the next level. So sticking around by yourself, being a lone wolf, that's something that I'm personally, I've never been like the lone wolf, but I like my personal, my me time, and sometimes I try to stray away from socializing. And a lot of my friends, being like, you're humans are social animals, social beings. So it just depends on your circle, your immediate circle,
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, hey man, don't get angry, bro. So yeah, that's what I think I interrupted you. So I mean, all in all, affirmations for you is, I don't think you answered the question. You went.
I think it's good. It's something I would support. One of my friends, she really believes in the law of attraction. So if you're negative, nothing but negative stuff's gonna happen to you. But if you're positive, keep moving forward and try to do the best you can, good things are gonna happen to you.
And I like what you say about the law of attraction, because most of the things that you guys think, I include myself, I'm talking for Herman, because this applies to everybody. And if you're waking up one day or you're falling asleep and you're going to be, I'm ready to tackle the world tomorrow, I'm going to be the next best rolled taco joint in town. By that, it's achievable. You're thinking of that because it has already been done. So that's you true. Can definitely do it. And that's when you're saying that, okay, talk it, but then walk it, put in the action. Surround yourself with positive people that are going to build you up, and also accept feedback. What's that word? Constructive criticism.
Creative or constructive
criticism.
Yeah, you're right.
In which, like, allow yourself for other people's opinions, but also know that other people's opinions sometimes might be with malintent and that's jealousy true. And all that. So just be careful who you listen to.
Listen to what they have to say and see if they're saying facts or opinions. Because it could be like let's say you make a roll taco, right? And they say it doesn't have too much meat, and like fact, it doesn't have a lot of meat.
As in other example,
or another, or like an example of an opinion is this taco is too hard. They fried it too long.
You know what opinion really bums me out when you tell people your idea? Oh man, that already happened. There's already a lot. Like here in town, there's a lot of Mexican food. We're right next to the motherland, right?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, you're gonna make another Mexican food place joint? Like, nah, dude, just don't even waste your time. You know, that's the kind of shit. Like, okay, like, I'm not gonna, you don't know that person like blueprint of what they just tell you the shell,
That's true.
but they don't tell you. They're not gonna tell you
Like-
every single thing. It's like first hear them out. But it's like this quote that I heard. It's like talking before hearing can really set you on a bad foot. Have you ever heard of I've never listened my way out of a job, but you've talked yourself out of a job?
Yes.
So
Yeah, you're
always
right.
listen. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So and all this stuff is stuff that I'm learning. Because I was a very negative person. And I'm just trying to rewire myself and on camera, I thank this guy, because he came into a point in my life in which I was like, debating, like what should I be doing and blah blah, and it all starts with self-help.
It does.
Yeah. So
Or
thanks. And thanks to all of you guys that support
Yeah.
your friends, your peers, and your family. Your family is very important.
It is. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for supporting, not just us, but like in your own personal lives, like what you're doing. And hey, whatever you guys got going on, keep it going, Even though you keep getting knocked down, get up and keep going.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's also easy to say that, but then it's like you fail so many times, it's like, is it really worth it, But if I don't know if I told you about a board, so I was telling Miguel here that I have a wall where I write things down, whatever comes into my head, and I just, post it up in my wall. I just put tape and just put it on the wall. And sometimes I go back and I read one thing that I posted up, and it was if someone has a passion for something, they will do whatever it takes to do it.
Yeah.
So if like you for example, I don't know if I'm getting too private here, but Mr. Pettis here is going to be playing for a band that's I would say pretty successful, or has a pretty decent following.
Pretty decent following. Shout out to Fraile, based in Austin, Texas. But sorry, interrupt.
No, it's all right, man. That's your, would I say, a project?
No, so basically, I mean, he it suggested the idea for me to play in town. He's gonna run a short tour with some local bands here in town. Since he is based in Austin, the local bands here in town are gonna go fly over there or road trip. They're gonna play some shows and they're gonna end the tour here in town. And he was like, you know what? I don't have somebody to gig with me on the El Paso date. So I was thinking like you and a friend can fill in for my band.
Okay.
I was like, yeah. Then I took that by surprise. Immediately, my instinct was to hide back and shell. Like I was already thinking of excuses. But I was like, what do I have to lose? It's been like 2-3 years since I've been last on stage, and I really like being on stage. Playing. I think really, to me, playing is kind of like going to the gym. It releases stress. Even if I go to jam out with the guys, with friends, it's still, it releases a lot of stress. So it's kind of like working out for me in a way. But I was like, you know what? If you like doing that, just go for it. And yeah, I said yeah, and the rest is future history. But
All right.
I'm pretty psyched about that. So I guess we could change topic by ending that if you guys don't know your calling in life, I do suggest to think about what makes you. This kind of sounds so repetitive, but like whatever makes you happy. And literally, like when you wake up, what's the first thing that you think of besides let me go to a restaurant, whatever, like something that you are having in your mind instantly that triggers you, that brings you happiness, takes you to the safe zone. To people it might be eating, to people it might be recording videos, to people it might be playing, people it might be exercising, whatever it is. If you could, and hell, sue me or cancel me or whatever. But if you are able to monetize on your passion, that's all that is. That's what it's about.
To be fair, isn't that what life is about?
Yeah, make a living
know?
of the art,
Of what you're good at.
of the craft, the trade that you're good at. Like that's
Whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be happy at the end of the day, just go for it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to transition here. Wanted to talk to you about something, and ladies and gentlemen, I would love to hear your opinion about this topic in the comments. So, I was talking to one of my friends, and it's very interesting because right now, in this economy, you see a lot of now hiring signs, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's now hiring signs everywhere, and she's been applying left and right. And unfortunately, every job interview that she's gotten or every call, they say that that they're not accepting her because when she would apply, there was a form saying that they would have to go through her social media to see what she has posted up, and she has a lot of things posted up, and since the job saw that, they denied her because of that. So my question for today is, should workplaces check social media of current and potential employees?
That's a very I guess it's a controversy to answer because I've always thought that have you heard, when you're employed, leave your personal stuff outside the door, right? So that's something an employer, since I don't know when,
Since the beginning.
since the beginning of well, at least my time here on Earth, leave your personal stuff behind. So I understand that the world is transitioning to the digital age now. Social media, well, social media is part of the digital age, but still, if you're gonna do that, don't do it on all platforms. Why are you gonna go on Facebook, Instagram? There's already, if I'm not mistaken, LinkedIn is a social media platform for professional business. So if you wanted to do that, suggest that the candidate, in the recommendations, who have a solid LinkedIn profile or any other platform that is similar to that, and go by that, because if you're telling me, okay, like if you're gonna base off the person that I am just because of a post, let's say a picture that really, depending on what you take a picture of, right? Could be me doing whatever. Are you gonna solely 360 and judge my image by that context? Or let's say I put on a video. Those are my opinions. I'm openly free to talk about whatever the topic is at hand that I'm talking about and spewing about in the video. That's just my opinion on that matter. That still doesn't give you a 360 view of my other opinions, and my beliefs and my heart and work ethic and all that stuff. So to me, that's not fair game. That's just an easy way out to narrow down your candidates, and instead, you as the employer should really, consider bringing up more of, I guess, dive deeper into your interview questions. Try to know the person, and stop judging people by their covers. That's what I think about that.
Would you say that's a form of discrimination? It's very gray, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very gray.
I would say I lean towards more discrimination when they don't hire you because of a tattoo.
Okay.
But I don't know. It all depends on. That's what I'm saying. It might be controversial. It's a very controversial topic. Because
so this was my opinion, because I told my friends about it. I asked them to see what they thought of the matter, and they were like, right off the bat, they said it depends on the job. Quick example, I don't think employers should be checking someone's social media if they're going to be a waitress or a waiter or a dishwasher or,
Okay, you have a good point.
But I feel like they should at least give you a heads up that they're going to do it if it's going to be like a high-end job,
Okay.
not just like necessarily like a bank or like maybe a manager status at a bank or a CEO, like a high-end job, a lawyer, and then since they're giving you that heads up, you can block them. You can say, friends only can see my stuff.
Yeah.
So that way, if they see it, they can't see what you have. It's interesting to me because some people put their social media pages like either invite only or friend only or public view.
Or friends of friends. Shit like that.
So yeah, like
I guess, yeah, and I could jump on the same boat as what you're saying right now, but it's a very fine line when you're saying, depending on the job that you're applying for.
it is, yeah.
If it's very high end,
Whatever.
let's say high level corporate,
There you go.
then I could understand how certain situations, certain things can really, disqualify you. But if it's, any other job that is below that tier,
And it sucks because like I'm not saying that every job. I'm not like downplaying any job.
Oh, no,
because
of
every
course
job
not.
is important.
Well, yes, of course.
But there is a fine line of like, do you really need to check my social media for what I do?
There's just places
Yeah.
that check your credit score also, and have you heard of those?
I mean, I have heard. I think the military does that actually. I could be wrong,
Yeah,
but I think the military does that.
If, correct me if I'm wrong, but like if you're gonna be in the financial world, you're really, or in a federal job, I think they do go through your credit score. I mean, and I don't know if they dig really deep on your debt and all that stuff, but like, or they just solely base off what like your
Like what they
score,
see, yeah.
what they see, but because I don't know how far they could see,
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, to see if you're financially responsible.
What I'm really down for is, based on the criteria of what the employer is asking for, yeah, do a decent, a good job on the background check. Make sure that they are truthful. But by going to social media, I think that is really breaking or just stepping over the line that shouldn't be crossed entirely. And but for sure, please, employers, ask better questions, and when the
Yes.
candidate is answering them, please listen, because I've been in certain interviews that I've noticed. I try to be the person that locks eyes, and I notice that either they're looking behind me, or if somebody passed. Dude, I had this experience that I was answering the question. And the person was just like, oh, okay. He was like just waiting for me to like end or answer the question, and suddenly, their buddy passes through the office,
Oh no.
and then while I was talking, he just spoke over me. He talked over me,
That's pretty
and that
bad.
really rubbed me in the wrong way. I was like, dude, I don't even want to work for you anymore, dude.
That's insulting.
It's pretty insulting because you don't have the time to like listen to what I gotta say, and then people like me, like I overanalyze everything and I try to prepare for the interview. I prepare for the interview in the shower, bro. Like, dude, like because I get into my head a lot, so I'm like, I try to be prepared and stuff like that. And for me to be in that seat and have to live through that, like you're not even paying attention, you're asking the same questions as everybody else is doing, you're not even trying to know me, and
What's the point of me being here?
Yeah, it's
if
like-
you're disrespecting me right off the bat.
and then you're gonna end your interview by like, why should I hire you? Like
Why should I work
like
here?
bro, like you called me, like, okay, like you tell me why I should work for you. It's like, I don't know, man, but it's not every place. It's just those certain people that don't take the candidate seriously, and that's why I think that if you're looking at social media, please at least give the person a chance and really explore your option that you got in front of you. That's what I got to say about that.
All right. The next part is a real light topic I want to talk about. I was talking to my dad today as we were eating, and he brought something up, and I didn't know. So apparently, if you want to travel, at least in the U.S. through an airplane, you have to wear a mask.
Okay.
Because if you don't, they will fine you.
How much?
So the first offense is $250.
And these are solid facts.
Yes.
Okay.
These are solid facts. First offense is $250, and then I think like after that it starts going up from 1,500 and up. Mm. This weekend, the Federal Aviation Agency fined a passenger $10,500.
Was it repeated offense?
I believe so, for not wearing a mask. And apparently, I believe they collected $119,000 from 9 passengers, ranging from 7,500 to 21,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a free country. I don't want to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Are you in favor of that? You know, like, do you think that people, even right now, you know, that I'm pretty, but based off the news outlets, the United States is doing a good job at vaccination rates?
From my understanding, yeah.
So, do you agree with still, you know, having the precaution and using masks if required?
You know what? In those situations, I'm personally one of those people that I don't mind wearing a mask. You know, like some people is like, oh, it violates my human rights. No, it doesn't. Like, putting a small mask to protect others is not violating your human rights. You know.
Because it goes both ways. It's also protecting you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who's next to you. Yeah.
I believe this is a fact, but you
Fact check us.
Fact check me. You know, but great example. Since we started wearing masks, the flu has almost been non-existent the last year. I don't know if you heard that.
But I mean, it declined.
It declined a lot because people are actually starting to wear their masks. So if you generalize it, you know, and you think you're in an airplane where you're breathing recirculated air.
Yeah.
You know, it's not fresh air. They're just moving it around.
That's why they recommend be in open spaces or in a place where there's ventilation.
Exactly. That's why. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but here in Texas, there's a lot of stores here that don't require a mask. But it's okay. To a certain degree, it's okay because you have space and you have air. You know, like you're generally safe.
Right.
But in an airplane, you're in a tube with chairs in a sky. You know.
It's not like they could open up the windows.
Yeah.
I mean, they can, but somebody's gonna go out flying.
It's a little humid in here.
No pun intended.
So, I believe it's you know, just to protect, you know, passengers.
No,
I think it's okay.
I agree with that. You know, definitely. Would you go as far if you were the FAA? Would you go as far as finding that much, or like if I were an asshole, you know, like if I were them, what I would do? I'm not calling you guys an asshole, but like, you know, I think it's more. I think they'll learn their lesson by having them like kicking them out of the flight and no refund. Like, learn your lesson instead because of fine. If they have the money, we're gonna keep on doing it. I mean, you know, if it might not hurt a lot of people if they're in, you know, they have that those finances, but like, what do you think? Would you go my way or would you go that fining?
It's because, so okay, let's be honest. This world revolves around either our time and money. You know, so if you don't have the time, you're gonna have the money. If you don't have the money, you have the time. So I'd rather inconvenience them and take away their time because that's something they can't get back. You know, it's like you're not allowed in this flight if you're not gonna wear a mask. You know, because that way it like makes them realize like, crap, you know, like you just took away. They're gonna have to take the next flight. You know, God knows when. You know, hours from now or days. You know.
And I want to add, if you guys are gonna, you know, take our advice, I'm pretty sure that it would be a great idea to put some fine print on the clause when you're ordering your ticket, that if you do not wear the mask, or if you just if you don't want to wear it, okay, don't wear it, but you're gonna miss your flight and you're not gonna get a refund.
Like or like a guaranteed delay. It's like you will be like delayed at least like 3 days if you don't want to wear a mask. So it's like
kind of like a suspension.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that.
You know? Like example, like remember how we talked the other day about like money and how it comes and goes?
Yeah.
You know, like that person, like even they didn't wear the mask and they flew, and they just have to pay money, but you know, that's just something they're gonna get the $10,000 back.
But how are you gonna get the time?
Yeah, how are you gonna get 3 days back? You know.
Yep. It's like you could go to another airline. Or no, but it's the whole, like, would it applicable with?
I think it's everything. Yeah, I think it's like the whole airplane system
based off of your identification, right? Well, okay. Oh, that's a nice one. Hey, FAA, please. I mean, consider this. Just kidding. Don't, guys. We're just giving our opinions here.
No,
don't hate us.
We're just saying our thoughts. You know, saying what we think.
So, is a good closing time, Mr. Emma?
Closing time.
Don't you like that song?
I better stop because of copyright regulations.
Oh no, I mean it's not gonna. It's crazy. It's crazy because if you're big on social media, you have a podcast and you start singing or saying some lyric, like, hey, that's ours.
Hey, you know what?
Even if there's no music for the song IDs to pick up,
that's true.
They'll still be like, hey.
Hey man, things like Google's getting crazy now that you can hum into Google and it'll identify the song.
I was hearing that the other day. I was like, have you
tried it? Actually, we should just try it. You know, like as a little closer. Let's think of a song you want to hum.
That one, the closing time.
Yeah, closing. It's like how would it? Sorry, I didn't know the whole song. Oh, it got a little wrong, but it got something.
Well, I don't know who Woe Kagaski Casti is.
I don't know if it's gonna adjust. Well, no.
No, it's
manual.
Manual.
Okay, man, your turn here. Here. So press the little microphone and then press search song as you're humming.
And then when I'm done, I just release it?
No, you just keep so you press the little microphone and then hum is gonna say search song, and you just keep humming.
Dude. Mary had
you got it?
There. Oh yeah. Let's close with a bang. Oh. Hell yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another episode of Party of Two.
And she ate it. Later, guys.
Take care. This is a cool microphone, man. It legitimately looks like the series.